Good afternoon, everybody. How is all of my wonderful subscribers and viewers out there doing today? I hope everybody is having a wonderful day. It's Nikki D, and welcome back to the Nikki D channel. And finally, we have a prediction show, 7 long weeks leading up to WrestleMania 41, and we kick things off in Las Vegas, Nevada with the 2025 NXT Stand and Deliver. We have 7 matches on the card. We have 5 titles being defended on the Saturday afternoon before night 1, and we have Ricky Saints defending the North American Championship against All Ego Ethan Page. We have a fatal 4-way match for the NXT Women's Championship as Stephanie Valkyr defends against Jada Parker, Julia, and Jordynne Grace. And for the main event, we have the NXT Championship, Oba Femi defending against Trick Williams and Javon Evans in a triple threat match. All that and so much more. What's your predictions for NXT Stand and Deliver? Let me know down in the comment section below. You want to say hi? You want to talk about wrestling? Just post a comment down in the comment section below, and I read and reply to every positive message I see. And don't forget to like the video, share the video all over social media, and smash that subscribe button so you could be notified of all my future videos. With that being said, I hope everybody is having a wonderful day, and without further ado, let's get to. And we kick off 2025 NXT Stand and Deliver with a fatal 4-way elimination match on the pre-show as Roxanne Perez and Cora Jade will face Metaphor, who will face Fatal Influence, who will face Tatum Paxley and Gigi Dolan, with the winner getting a shot at the WWE Women's Tag Team Championship. And this match came to fruition. It started on the April 8th edition of NXT, where Metaphor, Fatal Influence, and all the women went to talk to NXT's GM Ava about a last chance opportunity in the Women's North American Championship ladder match. But Ava announced that there would be no last chance match. Then Perez demanded to compete at the event, which Ava said she had an idea, but Perez would need to get a tag team partner. Then on the next episode, Ava announced that Metaphor, Fatal Influence, and Gigi Dolan and Tatum Paxley would compete in a triple threat match. But on the 22nd edition of NXT, Ava stated that if Perez would find a partner, then the match would be a fatal 4-way match. Later that night, Cora Jade said she would be Roxanne's partner, with the match being announced an elimination match and would take place at Stand and Deliver. So here we are with these 4 teams. I really like this matchup. Metaphor has been a team for quite a long time now. They have a lot of great chemistry. Fatal Influence has been in NXT now for more than just a hiccup. Tatum Paxley and Gigi Dolan, I really like their chemistry, and I think they can work together. And Roxanne Perez and Cora Jade have been glued to the hip at times when in NXT over the past few years as well. So I do think that this will be an excellent matchup. I'm curious to see if it'll be one-on-one in the ring, and whoever gets tagged in is whoever's in, or it'll be a fatal 4-way in the ring as well, because it's an elimination match. So if you're pinned or submitted, you're eliminated, and the last team that's left standing will be victorious. And I do think that this will be a pretty quick match. It is on the pre-show after all. And I think Tatum Paxley and Gigi Dolan will be the first ones sent packing in this match to make it a triple threat match. Then I think we're going to be shocked to see Metaphor be eliminated next, leaving it down to Roxanne Perez and Cora Jade and Fatal Influence. And honestly, I think these four women are gonna get a good 5 to 7 minutes in the ring. I think it's definitely gonna be very back and forth between these women. But I think experience helps when you start to dive into the deep waters of going into a match in professional wrestling. And honestly, I think Roxanne Perez and Cora Jade just have that experience of working together time and time again. And I think it's going to be the X factor in this match. I'm picking Roxanne Perez and Cora Jade to win the Fatal 4-Way Elimination match and be the #1 contenders to the women's tag team titles. And now we get into the NXT Stand and Deliver pay-per-view properly, and we kick things off with the NXT Women's North American Championship. 6 women in a ladder match. Zarya will take on Kalani Jordan, who will take on Sol Ruka, who will take on Izzy Dane, who will take on Lola Vice, who will take on Thea Hale in a 6-woman ladder match. And whoever can climb the ladder and grab the championship first will be the new NXT Women's North American Champion. And this match came official after Stephanie Valker relinquished the NXT Women's North American Championship, and a 6-woman ladder match was set up for Stand and Deliver with qualifying matches. Zarya was the first one to qualify by defeating Lash Legend. Kalani Jordan would qualify later that night by defeating Roxanne Perez. Then in the following episode, Sol Ruka would be the next to qualify by defeating Jasmine Nix, and Izzy Dane would qualify by beating Ren Sinclair on the next episode. And then this past week, Lola Vice and a returning Thea Hale became the 5th and 6th qualifiers by defeating Tatum Paxley and Carmen Pekovic. So that's exactly where we stand here. Honestly, I do think that this is going to be a great match. Sol Ruka is always a great, reliable superstar. She's going to be flying all around the ring in there. Kalani Jordan is a great underdog in this match. Thea Hale, same thing. They live to be underdogs. I think Thea Hale is going to break out in this match, honestly. But I also think we're going to see a lot of striking from Miss Lola Vice, as I think that she's going to make this match better than what it could be. And then we're going to see Izzy Dane in this match, who's similar to Sol Ruka, big frame but able to fly around the ring with such speed and power. Izzy Dane could be a lot of people's dark horse in a match like this, especially at Stand and Deliver. Anything could happen. And then we have Zarya to the mix. Zarya is built like no other. Zarya is probably the favorite to a lot of people's idea in match type, and it wouldn't surprise me. I originally picked Sol Ruka, but I did find out that Sol Ruka won the Speed Women's title recently, so I don't think WWE is going to put 2 belts on Sol Ruka, so it kind of eliminated my prediction originally. So I went back and I looked at the field again, and honestly, I do think Kalani Jordan is going to stay in this match until the end. She is a former NXT Women's North American Champion, the first, so it would definitely make sense to a storyline. I do think Lola Vice is going to have her moment for a split second. But at the end of the day, I don't think anybody is going to be able to keep Zarya down long enough to be able to climb and get the championship belt. But I do think that Zarya is the best person to put the belt on out of the 6 women that are in this match right now. So I'm picking Zarya to become the NXT Women's North American Champion. And our third match of NXT Stand and Deliver, we have for the NXT Women's Championship, the champion Stephanie Valkyr will be facing Jada Parker, who will be facing Jordynne Grace, who will be facing Julia in a fatal 4-way match. And this match came to fruition after Valkyr originally chose Parker, but was interrupted after having some exchange words. And then their match between Grace and Parker would end in a no contest after interference from Valkyr. And then Valkyr was attacked by both Grace and Parker, who was then saved by a returning Julia, who, as soon as returning, ended up turning heel and taking out Valkyr. But Valkyr would come back and announce that she would be facing Jada Parker, Jordynne Grace, and Julia in a triple threat match for Stand and Deliver. So here we are, and honestly, I think Jordynne Grace is going to have the upper hand in this match early. I think her power is going to be on full display early in this match. But I do think that Jada Parker is going to step in and have her moment after all 3 women realize they're going to have to team up to try to take Jordynne Grace out of the equation. And I think Jada Parker is going to be the one to end the alliance and start taking out Stephanie Valkyr. But then I think we're going to get into some nice triple threat spots between Stephanie Valkyr, Jada Parker, and Julia. But we see Jordynne Grace come right back and just continue to run a rampage of this match. And I do think that this match is probably going to go a good 12 to 15 minutes. I think these women are going to have plenty of time. I think we're going to have spots in this match where Julia goes to the top rope, and we could think that she'll become a 2-time NXT Women's Champion. At Stand and Deliver, we could see spots where Stephanie Valkyr is right on the brink of retaining the championship, only for Jordynne Grace to come and wipe her out and have all the women be down. I definitely think this match is going to be one of the better matches on the card. I do think that Julia is going to be able to pull something out, but I think that Jada Parker will come in and kind of steal the pinfall. I think Julia is going to be able to hit her finisher on Stephanie Valkyr, and then Jada Parker throws Julia out of the ring and takes the pinfall, as I'm predicting new NXT Women's Champion, Miss Jada Parker. And our next match we have for 2025 NXT Stand and Deliver is for the NXT Tag Team Championship, as we have the champions Nathan Frazier and Axiom taking on Hank Walker and Tank Ledger. And these two, Hank and Tank, went through and beat four other teams all back to back to back to back in a gauntlet match on the April 15th edition of NXT to earn this opportunity at Stand and Deliver after the Street Profits announced on the April 8th edition that the gauntlet match with the winner getting a match at Stand and Deliver for the tag team titles was official. And honestly, I really like this match. I think Nathan Frazier and Axiom are going to do well in this match. But I think Hank and Tank are going to be in control of this match early. I think they possess the power game on Nathan Frazier and Axiom. So that's what I think we're going to see. I do think we're going to see how much resiliency Nathan Frazier and Axiom have. But I think Hank and Tank are going to control majority of this matchup. I do think we're going to see glimmers and glimpses of Nathan Frazier and Axiom on whether they're going to retain the titles. And I do think that we're going to see a lot of double teams from Nathan Frazier and Axiom, especially early on in this match, to really show Hank and Tank just how great of a tag team chemistry these two have. They have been working together for the better half of 2 years now, and they are on a historic run with the tag team titles. And but I think Hank and Tank finally found their footing and proved it in the gauntlet match, the way they were able to beat each of those four teams to be able to get it, because Hank and Tank started the gauntlet match and they finished it as well. It's very difficult to win a gauntlet match, let alone win a gauntlet match from coast to coast. And that showed a lot of endurance from Hank and Tank. I think we're going to see that in spades at Stand and Deliver. I think Hank and Tank going that long in a match is really going to help them in the deeper waters of this match at Stand and Deliver. I think the longer this match goes, I think the more it favors Hank and Tank. Honestly, normally that goes to the littler guy in the match. But just seeing how much endurance and stamina Hank and Tank had on April 15th, if they could duplicate that at Stand and Deliver, we definitely could be looking at new NXT Tag Team Champions. No question about that. I do think that this is the time where the miscommunication comes back to haunt Nathan Frazier and Axiom. Because let's be honest, if Nathan Frazier and Axiom lost the titles at Stand and Deliver, what's the worst that could happen? They'll probably get called up to the main roster, honestly. So losing the titles to get a promotion, I definitely think is going to help them. And honestly, I think NXT is in need for some new blood. So Nikki D's picking Hank Walker and Hank Ledger to become the new NXT Tag Team Champions. And our next match we have for the 2025 NXT Stand and Deliver show, we have for the NXT North American Championship, the champion Ricky Saints will defend against All Ego Ethan Page. And this rivalry has been going back and forth since Ricky Saints showed up back in February. And more recently, Alexis King, Eddie Thorpe, and Wesley all came out and said they want a shot at the championship. So we had a fatal four-way match between Ethan Page, Lexis King, Eddie Thorpe, and Wesley, and the winner would go on to face Ricky Saints for the North American Championship at Stand and Deliver. Ethan Page, All Ego, was able to capitalize and come out with the win in the fatal four-way match to make this match official for Stand and Deliver. And it's perfect. I mean, Ethan Page really jumped on Ricky Saints as soon as he showed up to NXT, and ever since then, these two men have been going back and forth. Ethan Page jumped Ricky Saints. Ricky Saints demanded Ethan Page to come out just to have Ethan Page attack him from behind. So this has gotten personal between these two men, and a lot of beef to settle in the ring between Ricky Saints and Ethan Page. And I think Ethan Page is going to be in control of this match early. I think that him being the bad guy would really put him in control to lock in the audience. But I think it'll be a lot of back and forth, honestly. I think this is a very even matchup when it comes to size, when it comes to potential in the ring, honestly. And I think that Ricky Saints capturing the North American Championship has proven that he is worthy of being in NXT. And I think that Ethan Page just seems to have a problem with Ricky Saints being in NXT, and he's going to let a lot of that frustration out on Saturday. But Ethan Page, I think, is the better wrestler when it comes to being able to capitalize on an opportunity, especially in a match. And I think that's going to be the X factor in this match. I think this is about as even as a match as we're going to have on this card tonight. But I think Ethan Page finds a way to cheat behind the referee's back, maybe a thumb to the eye or something like that, and then being able to hit his finisher and capitalizing. And honestly, I like Ricky Saints as a champion, but I saw Ethan Page as an NXT champion, and boy did he get cocky. I think All Ego needs to have a championship around him. So I'm really liking Ethan Page in this situation, and I'm predicting and a new NXT North American champion, All Ego Ethan Page. And our sixth match we have for the 2025 NXT Stand and Deliver show. We have the D'Angelo family taking on Dark State in a six-man tag team match. And this started a few weeks ago when Tony D'Angelo lost the North American Championship and allowed Channing Stacks to be able to do his own thing in the ring and take on more of a leadership role with D'Angelo being in the back if they need him. And then Dark State decided to proceed to get involved in the D'Angelo's business, and the D'Angelo family asked Dark State to meet him in the parking lot, and the six men were in the parking lot, and Tony D'Angelo said, "We will handle our business at Stand and Deliver." So here we have it, a six-man tag team match between the D'Angelo family and Dark State. And honestly, I think Dark State is going to be in control of this match early. And I think that because the Dark State has a lot of matches to go back to study the D'Angelo family. The D'Angelo family don't have much on this really new team, the Dark State. So I think that's going to be the reason why the Dark State are able to, tilt the favor in their corner when they need to in order to continue to keep control of this match. I do think the D'Angelo family are going to have their shots in this this match. I think Tony D'Angelo has a few aces up his sleeve for Dark State. He always seems to in situations like this. And I think Channing is going to have a good match as well. I don't expect this match to be a long-term match, just because it's the only match on the card that doesn't have a championship or a number one contender match stipulation to it. This is just a six-man all-out fight at Stand and Deliver, and I think Dark State is too new, and they've come in to be too dominant to really lose yet. Honestly, I do like the D'Angelo family, and one of the things I like about the D'Angelo family is at this point in their career in NXT, it's not going to hurt them to lose. What's the worst that's going to happen? You'll end up probably getting promoted to the main roster. Because let's be honest, the D'Angelo family has been in NXT now for the last 3 or 4 years, and they are one of the few teams that I would put on a short list of NXT superstars that need to be called to the main roster yesterday, because the D'Angelo family are one of the most veteran factions in all of NXT, and the Dark State is fairly new in this situation. So I think the Dark State is really going to show us just how terrifying Tuesday nights can be, as I'm picking the Dark State to defeat the D'Angelo family. And now for the main event of the evening. For the NXT Championship, the champion, Oba Femi, will be taking on Whoop That Trick Williams, who will be taking on the bouncy Javon Evans in a triple threat match for the NXT Championship. And honestly, all systems go in this match. I really hope we get a lot of triple threat spots in this match. And these three men have just exchanged words on the mic. Ava did make the announcement that Oba Femi will be defending against Trick Williams, and Javon Evans at Stand and Deliver. So I really think this is going to be a great match. Javon Evans provides such a great high-flying ability, quick maneuvering in a match. He is definitely going to have a spotlight on him early in this match. But I think Oba Femi honestly is going to run roughshod. I do think that there's going to be spots where Trick Williams gets the better of Oba Femi. But I do think we're going to have some spots where Oba Femi is able to handle both Trick Williams and Javon Evans at the same time. Maybe we'll see Oba Femi do a suplex to both of them at the same time. That's a spot that I would love to see. I think Oba could do it, and I think Trick Williams is going to have a banger of a match. This is the main event of the evening, so I do think that this is going to be a good 20-25 minute match, maybe even longer. I do expect this match to steal the show. Honestly, I think it's going to be one of the best NXT matches for the championship in all of 2025, honestly. I think these three men have the potential to make this one of the best NXT championship matches we've seen in a few years. I think Trick Williams, though, is going to hit his he's going to hit his knee on Javon Evans' trick shot, and I think Oba Femi's going to come in and clean up the scraps. I don't think that any man or any two men men can keep somebody like Oba Femi down. I think Oba Femi is gonna come in and just completely wreak havoc in this match. I think there's gonna be a spot where Trick Williams and Javon Evans tries to double team Oba Femi. No, but I think at that point we're just gonna be showcasing just how powerful Oba Femi can be. And honestly, I think Oba Femi is going to power bomb his way through. Oba Femi has only had the NXT Championship for a few months now, since the beginning of the year at New Year's Evil, I believe. So I don't think now is the right time to end Oba Femi's NXT Championship reign. I do think Javon Evans has some learning to do before he's able to capture it. I think Trick Williams should be going up to the main roster yesterday anyway. So maybe having Trick Williams fall short here would send him to the main roster. But at the end of the day, 2025, in my opinion, belongs to Oba Femi. So Nikki D picks Oba Femi to retain the NXT Championship. And that was the 2025 NXT Stand and Deliver prediction show. What's your predictions for NXT Stand and Deliver? Let me know down in the comment section below. You want to say hi? You want to talk about wrestling? Just post a comment down in the comment section below, and I read and reply to every positive message I see. Don't forget to like the video, share the video all over social media, and you made it all the way to the end of this video, go smash that subscribe button so you can be notified of all my future videos. And if you want to see some more of me, Nikki D, then go check out another one of my videos, because I got hours of content that'll keep you entertained well into the evening. With that being said, I hope everybody has a wonderful evening. I'm Nikki D. This is the Nikki D channel, and I will see all of y'all beautiful people next time. Bye, y'all.